Hello, everybody, and welcome to How to Get, a series where I tell you how to get things in video games. Today, we are getting an A rank in Resident Evil 2, Leon A. So, if you guys want a shorter version of this video, you guys can find that in the description down below, a 15-minute video where I give you, like, how to beat certain bosses, how to do puzzles, and how to do certain zombie dodges and like the mechanics of how it all works. This is going to be a more in-depth look at it all. So for the beginning here, I just kind of run past these zombies. It's pretty simple. It's just kind of weave and dodge. If you know where the zombies start at, it's pretty easy to dodge them. And skip every CGI cutscene because that takes up time, and don't pause the game. That also keeps your timer going.
What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
So after that cutscene plays, I run over here and I grab the bullets to the right. If you grab the bullets that are to the left, you trigger a cutscene and it takes extra time than if you just grab the bullets on the right and exit out of this door. Hence why I do that. All of these dodges and strats that I do are fairly easy, so you don't have to worry about any like special speedrun stuff that might be too hard or take too long to practice and learn to get the hang of. Everything's pretty easy to get this A rank in here. I run over here to trigger this, and then I let this zombie bite me, and this dodge sometimes works on like an RNG base, but if it works properly, you'll get bit, you'll knock down 2 zombies, and then you'll shoot that one until he falls. And then you can just run past them and easy. Easy right there. That's like one of the complicated dodges that I do, and it's like the only one. Now for this part, I'm gonna run all the way into the corner of this dumpster right there, turn, get up, and then run all the way to the edge, and then I'm gonna shoot that Misty until she falls, not until she's dead. The reason I do that is because if you're on that corner right there, you make all of the other zombies in the room aggro and know that you're there. So they reposition yourself so you can do that dodge. If you do that in any other way, then that zombie in that black shirt will still be in front of that door and he'll grab you. Which you don't want him grabbing you. It's not a run killer or anything. It's not gonna waste too much time. I did this in 1 hour and 30 minutes, so that gives people around an hour of waste time. So if you get bit by that guy, it doesn't matter. An hour is a lot of time. I just wanted to try to get as sort of a run as I could get without making it too complicated. I shoot that Misty who's crawling, and then I knock that zombie down. You kill the Misty because you can't like stun her or anything. She'll just keep crawling on the ground and bite your leg. So if you kill her, then you don't have to worry about her, and then you knock that guy down because he's not gonna. For this, I do this weird like weave around, but if you just run right up against the fire truck, you can actually just squeeze behind all those zombies if you follow that line. Just run up right to the fire truck and just run left. For here, you're gonna stay to the right of these zombies against the bushes. Just be careful because some of these bushes you can get caught into and then you'll be stuck and the zombies will be able to catch up to you in time. And that's the beginning part. The beginning part's a bit hard and takes some practice, but thank goodness it's the beginning part. You can just reset if you screw up too much. Welcome to the RPD. I don't know why I hit pause. I think I was trying to skip the cutscene. So you go into this door to trigger the Marvin cutscene, because that's the only way you can like start this fast enough.
Oh, man. Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy. Leon. Sorry, but it looks like your party has been canceled. What happened? About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything. They risked their lives to reveal the truth, but no one believed them. Not long after that, all this started to happen.
Hang in there.
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But
Just go.
fine. But I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
I don't think we go back from Arvin for like another 30 minutes into the run. So now you're gonna grab the handgun bullets that are right here. I could have done it a bit more like clean, because like I get caught up on that hook right there. But yeah, you grab those handgun bullets and then you put the key card into the computer. And you're gonna unlock that door and that double door. And you're gonna go into the hallway with the liquor. Now, the liquor isn't a threat most of the time. There are certain times he's a threat and certain times he's not. But as long as you know how to manipulate him, you don't have to worry about him. You see him crawl on the wall right there. Just being a weirdo. So, you run down this hallway and then you're going to trigger the cutscene again. This is a CGI cutscene, meaning it's computer generated. Like that. So I skip it and then I just hold up and left and then basically redivert my controls. I hold up and left to get me around the liquor and then I hold straight up just to keep my angle going straight so I don't run into the wall and have the liquor grab me. There's bullets and a ruby in this room. I'm just grabbing the ruby because honestly, if you do everything correctly, you don't need the bullets. If you feel that you've wasted too many bullets on the zombies in the beginning portion of the game, you can grab the bullets. It's not gonna screw you up too much. It might keep an extra slot in your inventory because how I have this routed is I end up using all the bullets in my inventory, so I gain an extra slot. So if you feel worried, you can grab those bullets, but just be sure that you have an extra slot at some point. I think I have an extra slot for the crank, because you really need to make sure you grab the crank and the shotgun. Now this room of zombies, I stand there and I wait, because Misty starts on that right wall and walks to the left wall. You wait until she's all the way to the left wall. You run behind her because then she can't grab you, and then I kill the other two zombies. You leave the fourth zombie in this room alive due to the fact that you can dodge him without any problems. Now, zombies work in a certain way in this game, because it's kind of hard to tell if they die where I kill them, because I kill them all on piles. If a zombie gets stunned twice and then falls, he's dead. If a zombie falls and doesn't like have a blood pool, then he's alive and you can shoot him. So a zombie can fall once and not be dead, or a zombie can get stunned and then die immediately. Like get stunned twice, because a zombie can get stunned and then can fall and still be alive. Or the zombie gets stunned twice, and then when he falls, he's dead. For that puzzle, I just push that statue onto the square. You push the statue until the camera changes, and then you push it all the way up against the wall. You grab Chris's diary right here. Double trap triangle to get out of it quickly. and then you get the
Leon.
unicorn medallion.
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all. There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
After talking to Claire, run over to the cabinet, grab the shout-to-gun, and then leave. Coming out of this room, the zombie's gonna be right here, so I believe you hold left, and then you hold left, and then you hold up, and you run. Because if you don't do that quick enough, the zombie does bite you, and that would be unfortunate. I don't save it all in this run, but for this statue, I'll talk about this first. You push it 3 times, you count to 3, and then you count to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when you count to 9, you can just go around and it perfect lines it up with that square right there. It drops the ruby. You don't grab that until you come back through here again. So you just, run down that hallway. But now, I'm going to talk about the stipulations. You can save 3 times, and I believe you have to use under 3 first aid sprays. So I think you can save 3 times and use 2 first aid sprays before you start hurting your rank. And then you have to do all of that under 2 hours and 30 minutes to get A rank. I did this in 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you can use all these strats and still waste a lot of time and still get A rank. I'm going to show you where you should use your 3 saves if you're practicing this. For these hands, I haven't found a 100% dodge on these hands. I just kind of stop right there to line up to see if I can get around them, but I get grabbed. It's unfortunate. Sometimes when I line it up, it works and I don't get grabbed and I'm like, hey, that's awesome. Sometimes I get grabbed and I'm like, oh, that's not cool. So yeah, for the liquor, just hug the left wall because he falls and his hitbox is more on the right wall. So if you hold the left wall and just run past him, you'll be fine. He will not be able to get you. Right now, we're going to put the medallion in there. But yeah, as the run goes on, I'll show you 3 spots you can save to help you practice and still get this A rank without having to be like, 100% perfect on all of these. So this statue drops the spade key. The spade key is used for the east police station. I believe this is the east. Yeah, the other side's... No, this is the west. My bad. The other side's the east. I always get them mixed up. You use the spade key on the west of the RPD. Now, re-entering the liquor hallway, there's 2 ways you can handle the liquor. You can run, and you can take a slash. Or, you can walk, and the liquor won't know you're there. See, I run and take a slash because I've gotten... I would have demonstrated it, but I had been running this a lot and got kind of tired of waiting, so I just ran past it. I'm gonna try and get this done in the fastest time. That just helps. The only time that doesn't work is if you've been grabbed, like bit, more than twice outside of the RPD when you're in the city. So I recommend if you're on caution, you walk. Exiting, I just run and go to the door because it takes him too long to jump down and like actually do anything. To like grab you, so you just run, you'll be fine. And then yeah, just run back. You're basically running back the way you came. But yeah, you want to make sure after getting the spade key, you get that crank, because if you don't get that crank, you're gonna waste so much time going back for it later. think I was distracted there for a second because I don't know why I didn't just start running. Now this is when you grab the ruby. Because now that you have the spade key, you're going to be able to use these rubies very shortly. Like after this. Now, the zombies in here, I just shoot them. I shoot these two, not the third one. I can't remember if I get grabbed, though, because I might get grabbed. Because I shoot this one, you wait for their pools of blood to come out, because when a zombie has pools of blood, that means you know they're dead. That guy got back up, so I just shot him again. Yep, with this guy, the reason I stopped there is I checked to see what he was doing, and I just positioned myself to go around him so I didn't have to shoot him. Now in this room, I was using, in my previous routes, I was using shotgun, but you can just squeeze by these guys like that. It saves you approximately 3 to 4 shotgun shells. And that's really nice. I come back for the chest piece in this room later, when I have the cog and crank. Because there is a chest piece in there that you'll need. I grabbed it when I'm going to the clock tower. Zombies on this railing, I shoot him. I don't think he's dead. I think he's gonna come back up, but you never enter this room again until you have the cog and crank, which then you take the ladder. But yeah, you just, after that, I reload because I know there's gonna be 2 more zombies right here. Go into this corner. I do not recommend doing what I just did there. If that zombie off camera was right there like he was, he could have grabbed me and it would have just been like a waste of time to go get that herb. I recommend just being in the corner and listening for their bodies to hit the ground. But here, that's what I was saying about the bullets, is you see how I combined the bullets with my handgun, and now it's taking up 1 less slot? That's why I don't pick up those guns in that room. Save in this room. This is the first save you should do. If you save in this room, you'll be able to practice the next RPD segments without worry of failing and having to restart. I grabbed the handgun bullets off of this guy because there's more bodies to shoot. After we exit this door. The crows are just hug your right wall and keep running. I don't know what happened there. I kind of just stood and stared at the door like a dummy. I was really tired. I think I recorded this run at like 10 p.m. It was a 6-hour session of, no, sorry, a 12-hour session of Resident Evil recording that day. So I was just kind of tired at the end, so I wasn't paying too much attention. For this room, you see how the camera changed? You don't want that camera to do that. You want to stand where this camera is right now. After shooting that Misty, which is a female zombie, if she bleeds out and you can see the pool of blood, dodge around that other zombie. You don't need to kill him, but sometimes you have to shoot him depending on where he's at. If you can dodge around him, dodge around him. You have to have the Misty killed, though, because when you come back through this area, that Misty is going to be put perfectly in an area where she can grab you. In here, I grabbed the handgun bullets and the crank because I believe I need handgun bullets for something else. I don't know what room I need more handgun bullets for. But I grab them. And I know at some point I run out of handgun bullets. I think I end up grabbing those handgun bullets to have better ammo economy. Towards the end. I get grabbed there, which is unfortunate. He wasn't aggroed. I should have dodged to the left of him and not to the right. And that's my bad there, but sometimes you're gonna have to dodge to the right. That's the thing about Resident Evil, is you have to look and see where a zombie's positioned and react to that. There are certain dodges that don't work 100% of the time, no matter what the positioning is. But right there, sometimes he's to the right, and I dodge to the left. Sometimes he's to the left, and I have to dodge to the right, and vice versa. This puzzle is pretty simple. Use the valve right there, and Now we're gonna drop off the 2 rubies. Because after you do this, you have the ruby door unlocked. So that's where you're going next. You just run a straight line around the crows. They're too busy flapping and doing animations to actually ever grab you. As long as you don't get caught onto a corner of the wall, then you won't. This zombie dodged to the left wall, and this zombie dodged to this inner wall. I got stuck on the corner, so I was extremely lucky not to get grabbed right there. If you can, try to line it up better. I had a couple runs where I had that line just perfect, where I did it like, I just did it so fluently, it was like butter. But I also ended up, losing those runs, so they didn't get recorded. So here, it's pretty simple. Ruby, grab the diamond key and grab the plug. I like to do the left ruby first and then pick up the diamond key, because if you do the left ruby and pick up the diamond key, you see in your inventory where the other ruby is, so when you do the other ruby slot, you'll know it's right there. I can just down, click, and get it in there quicker. Because sometimes it moves, and if you didn't pay attention to it, I like to grab the diamond key to just double check myself. Again, do the same dodge. You dodge to the right and then dodge... No, you dodge... Yeah, you just go... Wait, was that dodge to the right and then dodge to the right again? No, I think it was dodge to the right and dodge to the left. Now, for our first item box, you're going to do knife, crank, plug, valve. You can chuck the knife into an item box right before you do the liquor. But you're gonna still have to store all that stuff in this exact spot. So I just heavily recommend that you just keep the knife on you and not waste that time. Go to this blue door, unlock it. You're gonna get yourself some shotgun shells here and take out... This is why I needed the extra handgun bullets right here. There's a caution herb right here. I take it just because I've been grabbed a couple times and I put myself up to just full HP. That's what I like to call a caution herb. If you're at caution before going through Crow Hallway, unlatch that door, sorry. Unlock that door, grab that herb, and take it so you can run away from the crows easier. If you're too slow, the crows can catch up to you and peck you, so I like to be at fine before attempting to go through the crows, hence why it's a caution herb. You're at caution, take the herb. I'm checking to see where these zombies are at. Now, you can see the legs of the zombie in that office right there. If they start walking towards you, run into the office and take them out. If there are too many zombies in front of you, and they're like blocking you from going into the door, then instead of running in and taking him out, sit outside the door and wait for him to come to you and take him out at the doorway. For the safe, it's 2236 for the combination. You take the shotgun shells and you say no to the map. You say no to the map because if you say yes to the map, you activate an extra line of text in the game where it's all like, you have taken the map. So if you say no, that doesn't exist. For these group of zombies, you want to run forward until you're at the edge of the door. Equip your shotgun, look up, and decap these guys. I don't think I actually get them all decapped because of their pattern. But if you run up to that corner of the door, you can actually get the grouping to be better. I've noticed that's how I get the zombies to group together the best and most frequent amount of times. But you just run up to the corner. If you run any farther, you'll get grabbed and then you'll be in a grab loop. I switched to the handgun here because there's a zombie right here. So I like to take him out with the handgun since his HP is extremely low. I thought he was dead because he was in a weird area and I couldn't tell if he was like bleeding or not. For this zombie right here, this sheriff, I decap him. There's a Misty right there. She's gonna aggro and start walking towards you. You can just dodge her, get if I can pull it off. As I do right there. And then I shotgun that dude. And it's a rare chance of a zombie's body falling off of their legs and doing that number right there. If they do that, just enter a room, because technically to the game, they're dead. The game thinks they're dead, and if you exit out the room, they're not gonna be alive. They're gone. They disappeared. There's a liquor in here. I didn't say anything about it, so in case you guys are just watching for the first time, it jump scared you. I know, I'm a bad person. Pretty easy. Grab the cord, grab the plug. This dodge doesn't work 100% of the time. If you hug the left wall right there and run by that Misty, sometimes she'll grab your back. It's not 100% certain. I've had her grab my back a couple times. That was just some lucky RNG right there. If you learn the mechanics of how zombies work in this game, you don't have to worry too much about, like, you'll know when you can perform a zombie dodge and when you can't. Now that we have the diamond key, we're going to fight Marvin. So we're going to encounter the liquor for the final time. And I can't remember if it was this run I screwed up and actually wasted a couple minutes by going somewhere I shouldn't have gone, because I accidentally did that in one of my runs. I don't know if I reset or that is this run. But for this, hold the right wall all the way to the corner. The reason we do that is we can bait out a jump attack and he jumps over you, and if you're at fine health, you can run fast enough where you go underneath and dodge that attack, causing no damage. Now that doesn't work 100% of the time. Sometimes he'll slash your leg, which is just as fine because it's not too worrisome. But that jump attack does 110 damage to your character, and if you're not at 100%, like if you're not full HP, it could either A, kill you, or B, take you down to danger and basically end your run. Because if you go down to danger anywhere except for the lab, you're basically done with the run. That's why I told you to save at that room. So if you weren't confident in yourself and you saved, reset the game and load that save right there. I kind of got screwed over. I only like to use 2 shotgun shells in this room. So the fact that that guy didn't get decapitated, I wasn't going to waste an extra shotgun shell on him. And so I tried to dodge and it failed. I should have waited a little longer and just decapitated him. I'm gonna reload the shotgun here. Marvin's fight confuses me because there are times where if you held R1 and tap X extremely fast, you can shoot him. Here, it did not work. It didn't work and I got bit. When he falls to the ground, I shot him once and it didn't do anything. Don't shoot him. Wait for him to stand back up. As soon as he's starting to get back up, you can shoot him. If you're at caution, take the caution herb that was by that filing cabinet after that fight. If you're not at caution, then just run out of the room. You'll be fine. That's why I took the green herb earlier. I was able to take some extra hits in these other rooms. Resident Evil has HP numbers and all of that, and I like to work it down to this. You have different health values. You have super fine, fine, low fine, high caution, low caution, red caution, danger. Now that's a lot of areas to health. We're gonna unlock this door using the heart key, by the way, that we got from Marvin's Dex. I hope you picked it up. It's shiny. But yeah, those different health values. I grabbed these herbs right here. This next area is extremely dangerous and has killed many of my runs. So that's why I grab a green herb here, so I don't reset after everything I've just did. You can put the cord in at this blinking box right here like I do. And then there are shotgun shells on some shelving. Wow, try saying that like 6 times fast. There's some shotgun shells on the shelving behind the staircase. That is so many LS's in there. Dear God. But back to the health thing. If you are at 200 HP, then you're at super fine. You can take about 2 zombie bites before you're at low fine, because each zombie bite takes you down like a level. So you can be at super fine, take a zombie bite, you're down to fine. You take a bite at fine, you go down to low fine. And then if you take another bite, you go down to caution. The game doesn't show you that stuff, sometimes. That dog right there, that dog that just ran past me, this is heavy RNG right here. Since he ran past me, I ran down, I ran down, I turned left. I kept running from the left wall, and I rearranged myself to go to the right, so that dog jumped past me. I'm gonna talk more about that sequence here in a minute.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Just run up and push this car like you would. Back to that dog scene though. If that dog that you guys saw ran past me, if he runs past you, run and do the dodge. It's one of the hardest dodges in this run. But yeah, it's basically hold the left wall, hug the left wall, and then quickly go to the right wall. Because you then make a dog think that it's gonna jump and grab you since you're running head at it.
Wait!
And if you revert to the right wall really quickly, then you can actually like trick it and it's gonna jump past you instead of on top of you. Normally though, I would shoot that other dog who ran past me with the handgun bullets until he's dead, because he can hold you up if you get grabbed by that dog and you screw up the dodge.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now.
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
There's a manhole opener right on that shelf. Grab it. The game puts you in your map. I just double tap triangle to get out of it, and then I grab the manhole cover. Yeah, this area is pretty self-explanatory. Go to the door right here on your left. I hope I'm not getting my lefts and right confused. basically run on top of the manhole cover right over here. Don't take a right. You'll make all the dogs in there bust down those jail cells, and you'll have to deal with them. Just run to the manhole cover and unlock it. Don't go down and deal with the dogs. Don't think I'm not going down there because don't want those items. It's definitely because of the dogs. Here, I shoot this spider with 2 shotgun shells, which surprisingly kills it. If it doesn't kill it, I like to finish it off with a handgun to save shotgun shells. I try to bait this spider out to take the turn so I don't have to be close to him and he gets like the first action. Because he's gonna try to run at you like this. And he's gonna try to run at you and kill you like that, where instead I just like to pump 3 shotgun shells into him. And since he's trying to run at you, you can basically get your action off first. Open this door and then immediately leave to trigger the cutscene with Ada. Yeah, no, those spiders, that back spider sometimes can be a jerk. There's a blue herb in that save room, so if you do get poisoned by a spider, take that blue herb in there.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
This section isn't too hard. I just dodge around the dogs. See? Dodged. Once you've done this section enough, you'll know the dodges. There's not really too much to say. Just weave and swerve and don't screw it up. I was trying something in this run to see if I can jump down there with the boxes. Because I was kind of curious if I could just jump down there instead of going this route, because it would be faster. It doesn't work. Just jump down the stairs. I was also trying to experiment with certain things while I was doing these runs, because when you do it so many times, you just kind of ask yourself, what can and cannot, like, what can you and cannot do in Resident Evil? So, you know, trying to explore and experiment in that way, you can just find some nifty stuff. Like that zombie dodge with the zombies in that one room where you save like 4 shotgun shells. I was just like, hey, can I dodge around these guys? And yeah, for sure you can. And the route I have, I never go back in that room. So there's no reason to waste shotgun shells on them. This puzzle, you'll notice that I didn't line it up properly. But you can actually do that to save time. The water will realign it for you as long as it's not too, like, messed up. Right here, you grab the club key. There are shotgun shells in this area, but since I saved shotgun shells on those zombies in that, like, in that room that I was just talking about, I don't decide to grab them because I'm gonna end the game with enough shotgun shells to, like, you know, and be able to dodge the last few zombies.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
Back now. Sorry, I went AFK to go get a delivery. Yeah, so where I left off, grab that club key. And store the green herb and trade out your chest piece with the crank here. And then you gotta head back to the RPD. So that's gonna take a while. The only danger about trying to get back to the RPD is some liquors. I'll cover that when we get there. So now that we're out in the parking garage, as you run past through these cars, we're gonna open up this door and we're gonna have to kill one liquor. So what I do to basically kill this liquor is I run to aggravate it, make it like angry and like know that we're there, and then I use this corner as kind of like a protection. It doesn't like really work, but I believe it keeps him from jumping at you. So yeah, you'll just get slashed in the leg. I went down to caution. Go into this double door. Since I'm at caution, I'm going to take this herb. If you're not at caution, just leave the room immediately. You go into this room to basically reset the area and make sure that that other liquor basically forgets about you. If you, in Resident Evil, if you don't touch a liquor, or if you're not in a certain area around a liquor, liquors won't aggravate and try to kill you. So I wait until I'm right next to that corner, and then I run past him, and he can't really attack me because it's going to take his animation too long to actually, like, get me. So go behind the stairs, unlock this door. This is the Magnum room. You're going to get shotgun shells in the Magnum. The shotgun shells are in the third locker in, so as I run across here, it's 1, 2, 3 there. It's the locker with the shotgun shells. I think I'm going to reload too. Yep. Run to this back room. This is where the Magnum's at. Which is such an odd place to have the Magnum, but I'm like, oh, okay. Rewatching this, I think there's so many things I could do better. We're about to come up on a really big mistake I make. Because after grabbing the Magnum, we're gonna go get the cog piece. But when I have the club key, I make a really bad mistake, and it kind of screws me over. I make 2 big mistakes here, and I'll point them out. And it just sucks. Because any other run I didn't make the mistake, but it's just in this run I made the mistake. Back to what I was saying before I went AFK about experimenting. I was doing more experimenting, basically. My brain had a little fart there. I changed the camera angle so I could see where the zombie was located at, and then when I noticed how I could dodge him, I ran, but my brain could have operated a bit faster there. I kind of just stood there and waited like a second too long. I'm not gonna lie, I was playing extremely careful because I had died a lot, and I was really just wanting to get the recording out at this point, because I knew my route that would help people. Bait the Misty, dodge around the Misty, really easy. So here's the mistake I make. That green herb you saw me pick up, I also pick up the red herb right here, and I'm now not gonna have enough space in my inventory to pick up a chest piece over here, and you'll see me realize that when I go to turn on the Queen statue in here. I run over, I light the fuel tank right here, or whatever this is, a furnace. And then right before I light up the Queen statue, I'm all like, I'm not gonna have enough space, and I take the herb right there. It's a waste of an herb, but honestly, it's more of a waste of time. I shouldn't have picked it up in the first place. The solution to this is Queen, King, and Jack. If you guys ever like had a deck of cards, in a suit, the Jack, Queen, and King are the 11th, 12th, and 13th card. So basically you do 12, 13, 11. Or Queen, King, Jack. If you're still confused, if you examine that picture before doing the puzzle, it will give you the solution. kind of walking you through how that how the puzzle like thought process is. This guy I almost screwed up. I should have just ran and hugged that right wall right there and just scooted past him. If I wouldn't have reacted, if I would have reacted a second late there, he would have grabbed me. And freaking dogs, don't tip the bowl over. Sorry about that. Here's the mistake I make. When you come out that door after getting the golden cog, just go to the ladder. Just go to the ladder and go to the library that's on the west side. I go through this door and it takes me forever to realize, but I waste an entire minute trying to just by doing this. I even do the liquor dodge again. Right there. And like, I end up realizing, I think it's gonna come up here in a minute. I end up realizing after I go back into the stairwell room, I'm like, oh God, I'm not supposed to be here. What did I do? I screwed up heavily and whatnot. So yeah, that sucks. I think I kept running through these rooms because I was all like, can I just go to the library the normal way? And then I realized that there's that group of zombies I didn't kill to save time. So I just had to turn around. It's real unfortunate. I'm not even gonna lie, that mess up right there kind of made me want to reset. But I was like, I'll just keep going. And then I ended up getting a pretty good run. This is my personal best, and that big screw up right there, I can go back and get even a better score, to be honest. I like the logic of speedrunning, but I don't like to speedrun for like world records or trying to beat the best person. I just like to try to improve myself the best I can. Basically meaning I keep running the game until if I'm not finding it fun anymore, or I feel like I've like tapped out at my personal best. Alright, so for the library, you're gonna grab a chest piece before you exit the door. You go up the stairs. Don't go through that door. You're actually gonna come down here, and you're gonna fall through the floor right here. You may ask yourself, is there a better way of doing that? No, you gotta fall through the floor. It'd be sick if Leon didn't have to fall through the floor. The solution to this puzzle is the 2 bookshelves to the left, you turn to the right. You can find the solution to this puzzle where, like, right there, basically. Underneath that picture of the woman statue, you can find the solution to the puzzle. If you want all puzzle solutions, go to the link in the description. I'm gonna have a video out that covers how to beat all boss fights, all puzzles, and general strats in the description. It's gonna be like a much shorter video than this. This is just more an in-depth way to show you guys how you can basically do every tick for tat. I think the next how to get I'm gonna do is Claire B, just to kind of keep up with this string. I enjoy Resident Evil games, so I'll probably do a lot of how to gets on Resident Evil games. think for Resident Evil 1, I'll show you guys how to get the best ending in Resident Evil 1.
No!
Because I was pretty shocked when I found out about that. Oh, cuss.
Get away!
There's a lot of cutscenes down here, so while they play out, I'm just gonna kind of be quiet.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer!
Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story.
Ben.
Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay.
Hang in there, Ben.
Oh, my chest! It's burning!
What's wrong?
Good God, what was that?
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey! Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Alright, so now, after going back into the sewers over here, we're gonna go into that same door that we went into to trigger the Ada thing. Oh god, what happened there? I got stuck. You're gonna go into the save room, basically get the loadout for this boss fight, and then you're gonna go into the same room that you went into that triggered the Ada cutscene from earlier. So, you want the valve, a chest piece, and you want all 4 chest pieces in the valve. All you need for this fight is the magnum and shotgun shells. You don't need to shoot the shotgun, you don't need the shotgun shells, but you are gonna need it for the sewer. I think. You're gonna need it for some point in the sewer. I just know you don't want to pick them up because you'll waste time doing it later on. This boss fight, it's pretty easy if you have the magnum. It's also easier if you have the machine gun. But if you try to get the machine gun, you're wasting time and have to get like health and a lot of bad stuff like that. So I have more than enough magnum bullets at the end of this run, so I just do that. So run back towards the door right here until your camera angle switches so you can see Leon. 3, 4, 5, 6. I shot 6 shells and I thought I shot 7. I miscounted. Don't move. Count your shots. Hit 7 shots. He'll die. And then put all the chest pieces into this plug over here. This is why it's important to get those chest pieces, people. Unfortunate. If I would have made it through that door in time, I wouldn't have gotten damage from that bug. But unfortunately, that did not happen, and I got damage from that bug.
Ada! What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
Open up that door. Now, if you grabbed everything I told you to grab out of that chest, you just have to go into the secret room and then down the elevator. You don't have to do anything else here. Here are the things you need for the sewer. The valve. And that's it, because every enemy is so easy to dodge down here that you don't even need a gun. You hold on to the gun so you don't have to go back to the item box, though. Light that lantern up with a lighter so you can grab the magnum. I tried grabbing those bullets without turning on the lantern. It doesn't work. Leon just keeps saying he can't see.
Ada! Heads up!
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
So now you're in control, Ada. You may have been like, why did he just unequip his handgun? Well, you're not going to run into any enemies. So unequip your handgun, and then you're going to chase after Annette over here. And Annette normally shoots the gun out of your hand before she starts the cutscene. But if you unequip the gun and then you do this, you save 2 seconds in that cutscene because she doesn't have to shoot the gun out of your hand.
Don't move. You're the one who was with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself. Ada? Ada Wong. Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-Virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe. How did you know? Who are you? Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-Virus, William Birkin. What? John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-Virus away from me. G-Virus? It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-Virus. Then that must mean the creature in the police department is... precisely my husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
Skip this cutscene. It's CGI. It's just gonna eat up more time on your timer, so it's skippable.
So those rats were the carriers of the virus.
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. Even worse, every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other creatures.
And create offspring. No.
Well, pow! I always love how Ada punched Annette off of that.
Too bad.
Freaking Ada. And freaking, the way she just punched it out that Annette off of that thing always got me. Annette, I think, is like the comedy slapstick of this entire game. I'm not even kidding.
Ada?
Oh no, Leon has been shot. I think I checked my inventory to see if I had the valve and what position it was in, because you're gonna need the valve a lot for the sewers. And then I don't know why I reloaded the Magnum, I guess just to save time. So if you take a right, Leon's right at least, I think. You go down this hallway, there's two bodies down here. One will give you the wolf medallion, which is a key item you need to get out of the sewer. And then the other will give you shotgun shells, which you need to pick up. These spiders are really easy to dodge. You just kind of, if you know where you're going down here, they aren't too much of a problem. Use the valve here. I don't know why the game didn't register it. I guess that wasn't lined up properly, it looks like. And then you use the valve right here. If you don't use the valve right here, you'll waste a lot of time going back and forth. There's some shotgun shells right over there. I picked those up. I can't remember if I picked up the herbs. I know in one of the runs I pick up the herbs. Because you actually have room for them. But I don't think I do it in this run because I guess I just don't care enough. It looks like... I mean, to be completely honest, that's what it looks like. Equip your shotgun here. Because it's time to fight the alligator! Or the crocodile!
Ada!
For the alligator, just run back to this red light. You can drop an explosive tank right there. Is this the one where I do a little dance or do I just aim at him? There's a speedrun trick where you can make him run up and grab the tank, but if you fail it, you die, so I just thought... So I haven't practiced it, because again, I wanted you to get this video out ASAP. And also, I didn't want to have it in the run either, because this is supposed to be easy dodges and easy time saves for people. So they're not having to do Resident Evil 2 over and over and over again to try to learn complex dodges.
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up.
Yeah, quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up.
That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
So basically, retrace Ada steps, except take a left, go up this incline. This guy's got the Golden Wolf medallion, and now you're done with the sewers. That was it. I am not lying to you. That was the sewer area. It's done now. You're over. It's over. It's gone. It came and then it went. Because that's the sewer section of Resident Evil. Short and boring, to be completely honest. Not much going on here. I mean, if you sat there and you humored yourself with the spiders and tried to shoot them, I guess there's a little bit of something there, but I think with Claire it might be more. There might be more problems. I don't know. I haven't started running Claire because I just got done with Leon, so I'm kind of I just did this one last night, so I thought I'd get the commentary and the video done before I start running Claire. That was weird. I like boosted there. I'm really questioning why I don't pick up those herbs. I'm gonna have to watch. I could 100% pick up those herbs. I mean, that's just more health cash for the end of the... Oh, actually, you know what? I might not be able to hold them by the end of the game. That might be the problem. That's probably what goes on. It takes too much time to be able to hold on to them at the end of the game. Just do as I do in the run, because obviously this was successful, and me watching it back, I'm just learning things, because you can always learn things. That's kind of also why I wanted to do this, is because show you guys how to get things, but I also wanted to reflect on my previous runs, and when you're running them, you don't learn too much. But if you watch them, you're kind of like, I'm starting to learn some things about what I could change and how I could improve. Turn on the power before you go into the tram, right here. Now, here's a cool little Easter egg. Did you know that you could shoot, the cameras in Resident Evil 2? You can actually shoot and put bullet holes in the camera. For this fight, the way I take on this fight, it shows up a lot here. So you want to shoot the hand, because if you shoot the hand, you make this go faster. See? Shut the camera! It takes 4 shotgun shells to kill him. I think 4 to 5 to kill him. I think if you don't shoot him, he sticks his hand through the, train like maybe 8 times. It's either 8 or... Because, like, you can do it 4 to 5 times where he sticks his hand through. Or it's like maybe 8 and 9? Not sure. I'm gonna have to let him just stick his hand through that tram the next time I play. And see how many times he would do it. Until... Because you don't have to shoot him, you can just wait for it to show up, but shooting it's the fastest way to be done with that section. You see where that black shirt zombie's at? Don't go that way, go the other way. There's gonna be a zombie right there. You can just easily decap him. Keep going. I get grabbed here, which kind of sucks, because normally Ada would, like, save me. But she didn't. She just watched me get bit. And then I get grabbed by the other guy because my timing's off, which is unfortunate. Now, the reason I didn't go to get down to caution is because when Ada puts the bandage on you, she heals you to full HP. So I was probably at, like, low fine before she put the band-aid on me. And then I got the bandage on and I was at high fine. So for this area, pick up the Magnum bullets that are on the counter, pick up the shotgun shells that are on the counter, and switch to the Magnum because we're going to our second boss fight. I feel like after you, like, the game eases you into the game, with just, like, zombies and lickers and all that, I think you get into, like this, like, kind of multiple boss section. Because, like, you get a lot more bosses after this. I'm noticing. And they don't throw bosses at you, like, constantly. I think it's just because we're going so fast. Because, like, all of a sudden, the first half of the run is, like, puzzles and no bosses. And then the second half of the run is puzzles and bosses. With a side of zombie. Put the key in here. Now, unlike all the other keys in the game where you can just open up a door, you can unlock a door by interacting with it, that panel you actually have to use the key on, which confused me. Oh, another CGI cutscene. Skip it.
Ada!
Oh no, Ada!
Ada, can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it.
Alright, say hello to Birkin 1. This boss is super easy. Run until you get this camera angle, put one bullet, run again until you get this camera angle, put 2 bullets into him. That's 3. Run over here and put 5 bullets into him. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then he's gonna start spurting blood like that. Reload your Magnum. Now, 1 Magnum bullet. I run, but just put another Magnum bullet into him. I run like this because I want to put myself closer to the entrance of the train before I end the fight. Hence why I turned around and shot him one last time. It takes 8, 9, 10 Magnum bullets to kill Birkin in this fight. But it's super easy fight if you have the Magnum bullets and you haven't used the Magnum on anything else except for that one boss that
Don't die
told you
on
to
me,
use the
Ada.
Magnum on.
Come on. Wake up. Come on.
Bosses in Resident Evil 2 aren't too hard to fight. It's just the final bosses of each scenario that can get you, like, in a bad spot.
Welcome back. Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you.
I
know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
Magnum bullets right there, and then just leave. You don't have to go and do anything in that chest. You might be like, gee, I don't need to use that valve anywhere in here. And I'm all like, well, you don't need to put it away either, do you? Alright, so I think we're going to go to the... Is this east or west? Let's find out. We're about to find out. You're gonna go to the blue one first. You're gonna go to the blue side of the lab first, which is the east side of the lab. You're gonna go to the east side of the lab first, and then go into the frozen room, as I like to call it. Although I can't figure out if this room is cold, because, it looks like it's cold, but the things that are kept in it don't seem like you need to keep them cold. Like, there's a fuse case. Do you need to keep that cold? I don't know. There's a robot in here. Why is the robot in here? I don't know. I'm confused. See, there's icicles. It's gotta be a cold room, but why am I making a fuse in here? It just doesn't make sense to me. But, you do. You make a fuse in here for some reason. This fuse is gonna, you know, turn power on to the entire lab, and for some reason I'm making it in a cold room. But whatever. Grab the main fuse, and you're gonna go back to that metal, like, console that's in the middle of this, like, giant lab area and put it in there. You'll see here in a minute, if you don't know what I'm talking about. Because cool thing about this is you can see where I'm doing and where I'm going. See, now you're gonna go to the west side of the wab. You're gonna go to the west side of the wab, and you're gonna not die, because dying's bad. You're gonna go to the west side of the wab. Jeez, I can't speak. You're gonna go to the west side of the lab, and you're gonna open the shutter. It's gonna wake up the Ivies, and instead of dealing with those Ivies, you're gonna reset the room. Because those darn Ivies stay right there, and they're so hard to dodge, so I'd rather just reset the room than try to dodge them. I stand here because that Ivy knows that we're here, so he moves, and then I just run right around him, because Ivies are slow. They're slow, but they have some bull crap attacks. Equip the shotgun. After you go down the ladder and you go through the door, equip the shotgun. I also noticed that I'm at 4 shotgun shells. That's a big no-no, because this is the second run killer that I found. The dogs and the lickers are the places where I can kill a run. You want to kill these lickers, trust me. These are super lickers. Leon reloads, and the reload, the animation just didn't finish, so I just go into my inventory and fix it. That's 2 dead. There's still 1 more. There are 3 super lickers down here. I'm freaking out. It's kind of clear. Because of how many times I've lost a run here. This is really far to lose a run. So I go down and I eat the herb, but I don't think... It does take me to find. And I'm so done with this liquor that I try to use a magnum bullet on him. But wait, watch this. A magnum round. 1 shotgun shell. 2 shotgun shells. 3 shotgun shells. It is ridiculous how long that liquor survived. Absolute absurdity. So, if you go down to caution, take those 2 herbs. I pick up the 3rd herb because I mix a herb down here with a red herb, so I can have a green and red herb for Birkin later on. But yeah, no, that scene, yeah, I just pumped those guys full of lead. Use your shotgun shells to kill them, and hope they don't jump. I tried to decide if I need to put anything in that chest, and I don't put anything in that chest, I don't think. Maybe on my way back. I might put the valve away. No, I opened the chest to switch the valve out with the 2 green herbs, I think. That's what happened. This room's really easy. Just decap every zombie that gets in your way, basically. That one. Decap this zombie. Decap this zombie. This is Zombies Are Us. We decap because we care. I basically just do a quick reload on everything and then, yeah. I was gonna say, do I open up that chest or do I not? Now, yep, I switched the valve out for the 2 herbs. There's a liquor that's gonna drop down. Just hug the right wall. I think it would be the right wall right there. And then that liquor's gonna despawn, so there's no point in fighting him. Just run away. As long as you killed all the other liquors, that one you can leave alone. I think in this run I might accidentally get grabbed by that ivy, which would be really bad. So if you have the red key card, make sure you have at least 1 item slot open. It's this ivy I get grabbed by, is it? Yeah, I screwed up the dodge there. Basically what you want to do is just run around that Eevee. The reason I stop right there is I bait out a spit, he spits, and then I run around him. If he spits, then I know he's not gonna move and try to grab me. But if he's moving, then I just run around him anyway. Because if he's moving, that means I don't want him to grab me. I also just don't want his poison spit to hit me and I get poisoned. Because if you get poisoned here, it's a run ender. Like, you would have to run so far back to get a blue herb. Alright, so there are magnum bullets right here on the gurney. Is that a gurney? I think that's a gurney. I may be wrong. I'll leave a comment below if I'm wrong about that. Pop that guy in the head. Turn on the lights right there to see all the other zombies. I don't know how many shotgun shells I use here. Sometimes you can dodge the last zombie. Pop a shotgun shell into him. I might get a double decap. I do. That's such a bullcrap. Yep, I have to decap this last guy because those bodies were in my way. But basically just decap everyone in this room. If they're in your way. Maybe the last zombie's not in your way and you can just grab the ammo disc and leave. Sometimes that happens, but that was not today. Now there's gonna be some cutscenes, so I'm gonna just keep myself quiet.
You murdered my husband. I know what you're looking for. You came for the G-Virus, didn't you? But you'll never take it from me. This is my husband's legacy. Now,
Where's that spy you were working with earlier? You know who I'm talking about.
What?
You really don't know anything, do you? You're so gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to obtain the G-Virus.
That's a lie.
No, it's the truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically got close to John and became his girlfriend to get information about Umbrella.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
If you don't want to believe it, I don't really care. You're about to die anyway. What happened?
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform. All employees proceed to the bottom platform. All employees proceed to the bottom platform.
Leon. I've been waiting for you, Leon.
What are you doing?
You know what this is about, so just hand over the G-Virus.
I don't believe this. Annette was right. About everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen. Now hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
You can't do that. Ada! Ada, I've got you. Don't give up.
Leon, it's over. Just let me go.
Shut up. You're gonna make it.
It's too late, Leon. We both know it.
No. I promised you that we would escape. You just have to help me out here.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon. Escape from everything. Goodbye.
Ada! No. So, this is what everyone's been dying for.
Oh my god, Ada was a spy? I couldn't have ever guessed that! So do the same Ivy dodge that you did last time, let the Ivy move a bit forward, run around him. Now, instead of there being lickers downstairs, there are palehead zombies. Now you might be like, gee, what's a palehead zombie? They're like normal zombies, they have the same amount of health, I think. The difference is they deal more damage. And I don't think their name is actually Palehead. I just call them Paleheads because zombies just like them appeared in Resident Evil 3, the remake, and everybody called them Paleheads. So I just feel like they share like a similarity. Since his body fell off, I just took out his head with my shotgun shells. I have 3 shotguns left, and there's 3 bad guys left. So, yeah. I literally end this run with the exact amount of shotgun shells I need. I wait because I guess I dodged that guy. I have an extra shotgun shell. Why the hell do I dodge that guy? Just blow his head off. What the fudge? Why did I waste time there dodging that guy? I should have just blown his head off. Whatever. Okay. Blow his head off for me. People watching this video, please blow his head off for me, because I was really dumb there.
5 minutes until detonation.
Turn on the elevator, and now this is the final boss. If you kill this guy, you're done with the run. So, don't F it up like I did at the run right before this. Run so you're standing on that P, put 3 bullets into him, and then he'll transform. Dog thing. If he jumps on top of the pipe, stand over the V and A and try to figure out where he's at. So see right there, shoot him. He's gonna jump over to this one, shoot him. He's gonna jump, I think, on top of me. No, he jumps down and then I think, yeah, he charges me like that. But yeah, just basically shoot him. If you stand over the V and A, you most likely be able to just take him out that way. Because he can't, like, he glitches out and just keeps jumping from pipe to pipe. So if you stand on the V and A, it basically gets you extra free hits, and then you just keep shooting him until he dies. If you go down to danger, then that's when you take your herb. And yeah, that's it. You have beaten Resident Evil 2.
Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning. Goodbye, Ada.
So yeah, well, the credits roll real quick. Just want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was helpful to you on how you can get A rank in Resident Evil 2, the 1998 version, Leon A. I stream random games over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/InfiniteGamer326. It's not just Resident Evil, but I think if I'm practicing runs, I might stream some of those. Stream other games. This was just kind of a project I want to work on behind the scenes because I had just played this recently on my live stream. So I wanted to work on this as like a project. I have an Instagram. Let me figure out what that is. I also have a Twitter at 2G Infinite Gamer. Go there for my Twitter. Yeah, Instagram be in the description. If you want a shorter video that gives you how to basically beat all the bosses, how to do all the puzzles, and basically general zombie like mechanics and how to play the game and exploit certain things, I'll have a video out for that very soon. I just wanted to do this one first because this one's a lot, it's gonna be a lot less work than that other video is gonna be. So yeah, expect that to come out. It's basically just like an alternate way to show you guys how to do these things, because I know not everybody wants to watch an hour and 33-minute video showing this stuff, but yeah. Yeah, so other than that, if you like the video, consider subscribing. It really helps us out. I also work on a other channel called Second Generation Geeks with Andromeda, Siren, my mom. We make some videos over there, so go subscribe onto that channel as well. It's a very great channel. Right now we're working, at the time of this recording, we're working on a Fatal Frame series we're recording in the background. That's not live on my Twitch either, although we do play some of those games live on my Twitch channel and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. See you guys.